Hello, my name is Kayla Gitterslow and I'm a park aide for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers here at Carlyle Lake. Today we'll be discussing several habits of insects and animals that are interesting but also kind of gross. The first organism we'll talk about is a snail. If you've ever seen a snail, you might have seen their slime trail. Snails excrete a mucus-like slime from a gland on the bottom of their foot. It was once thought that the slime was to help them move. The slime has a consistency of a liquid gel, but gets solid and sticky when at rest. While it does somewhat help with the movement, it actually is needed to help them stick to surfaces too. It can climb vertically and hang upside down because of the sticky slime. They constantly produce slime, and another reason slime is important is for protection. The slime protects the skin from bacteria, the sun, and environmental hazards. They will dry up in warm weather, but the slime keeps them moist. Next, we will talk about flies. The common housefly seems pretty harmless, however they have some really gross habits that can make you think differently when flies are around. Flies actually puke on their food before eating it. Flies have to drink their meals, therefore their food must be liquid. How do they do this, you may ask? They regurgitate digestive juices onto solid foods. The gut juice will dissolve the food and then they will drink it up with their proboscis. Also, because of their liquid diet, they have to defecate a lot. So, almost every time it lands, it poops. So watch what you eat. Flies can also taste with their feet. They will walk around on their meal, whether that's your hamburger or animal poop, before deciding whether to eat it. If you don't already know, baby flies are called maggots and are a larvae. Flies will lay their eggs on feces, rotting carcasses, and decaying fruit in order to give their young food when they hatch. Next, we will talk about beavers, more specifically beaver goo. Beavers have castor glands right by their rear ends. These glands secrete a brown sticky goo or slime. You may think this would smell gross, but this goo actually smells good. It sort of smells like vanilla. Humans have come up with a useful way to use this goo, and it can be in your food. Beaver goo is an FDA-approved food flavoring. It can be in all of your favorite sweet treats like ice creams, candies, vanilla, and even raspberries. Next, we will talk about turkey vultures. Turkey vultures have a bright red featherless head with beady eyes. These birds of prey like to eat carrion, which is rotting flesh of dead animals. These birds will usually get their entire heads inside the carcass to access meat. Therefore, they have bald heads so that bacteria and other nasty stuff can't get into feathers and cause sickness. They also have an odd way of staying cool. As humans, we sweat when we get too hot. Turkey vultures get hot too, but they can't sweat like humans. So, they actually urinate down their legs to stay cool. This cools down the blood vessels in the feet, lowering their body temperature. This can also destroy bacteria on their legs. Turkey vultures often vomit as a defense. These birds have a highly corrosive stomach acid, which is necessary when eating rotten animals to kill bacteria. The smell and corrosive puke that is ejected from their bodies often scares away incoming predators. Also, the birds will gorge themselves and eat so much that they get too heavy to fly. If they need to get away quickly when they are full, they will puke so that they can feel good enough to fly away. Now let's make something gross of our own. Today we will be making slime. You'll need some water, measuring cups, food coloring of your choice, baking soda, some dish soap, a bowl to mix it in, and also some glue. First, we will mix in our 1 tablespoon of dish soap, and then we will add our 1/2 cup of glue, and lastly is 2 tablespoons of water. If you find that you need more water, you can also add 1 more tablespoon. And then we will put in our food coloring and mix it up. Next, you will need about a cup of baking soda, and you add it in slowly until your mixture becomes not sticky anymore. Now that you have mixed in all the baking soda, you now have slime. If you would like to store your slime, store it in an airtight container and it'll last for about 4 to 5 days. Thanks for watching. When recreating at Carlyle Lake, please remember to practice social distancing at this time and always wear your life jacket.